The world of pro wrestling keeps getting weirder, as Swerve Strickland and Booker T having beef in 2025 is something I never imagined. After losing to Jon Moxley at AEW Dynasty, Swerve cut a promo after the show went off the air, and he ended it by saying, "F Booker T." This has got everyone intrigued, as both Swerve and Booker aren't just ordinary names. Swerve is one of the best wrestlers in the industry right now, and Booker is one of the greats of his generation, so the entire drama seems like a serious one. There are still many out there who don't know what's going on between the two, which is why today I'm going to be looking into the entire matter right here on JRSlobberKnocker. Let's get right into it. Swerve has been on fire ever since he made his AEW debut back in 2022. He has hit a home run with almost everything he's been given. He always wanted a shot, and he delivered every time he got the opportunity. Whether it was his tag team run with Keith Lee or his run as the AEW World Champion, Swerve is at the top of his game. Swerve became a bona fide star because of his feud with Adam Page. That feud between the two will go down as one of the greatest in pro wrestling history. Yes, it was that good. Swerve has been quite open about how he's been treated well in AEW. He even signed a new lucrative contract last year, and he's going to remain with AEW for years to come, which further shows that he is enjoying his time there. Swerve has always been vocal about how proud he is to represent the black community in the pro wrestling industry. On the flip side of the coin, WWE has been criticized for the lack of representation of black superstars in the main event scene for many months now. Apart from Bianca Belair, there aren't many black performers who are in a major position right now. Triple H has been called out for this for some time now, and he even addressed this during the Bad Blood post-conference last year.
I don't see the difference in anybody. I don't see the color, I don't see the nationality, I don't see any of it. I just see talent.
While you could argue that what Paul is saying is right, it still doesn't make up for the poor booking of several black performers like Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes and Bron Breakker appeared on the main roster at the same time. Bron has been showcased as an absolute beast, while Carmelo has yet to receive a major opportunity. This is not a knock on Bron. He's fantastic, but Carmelo deserves the same opportunity, as he is one of the best performers the company has right now. Swerve has always believed in being given a chance so that he can show that people like him are special talents in the wrestling industry. After Swerve signed a new lucrative contract with AEW last year, it was rumored that many within WWE complained about Tony Khan overpaying his talents and how it was bad for the entire business. Fans got mad at this, as everyone believes that pro wrestlers deserve to get paid well, considering that they put their bodies on the line for our entertainment every single week. This also didn't sit well with Swerve, who went on to say that WWE only complains when a black man gets paid high. This is where Booker T enters the fray. On an episode of Hall of Fame, Booker fired back at Swerve by saying that there are several black performers in WWE who are positioned at the very top.
Look at the black talent in WWE right now, like Bianca Belair, Oba Femi, who else? Who else we got? I mean, the New Day. New Day, they've won more tag team champions than anybody. I mean, Bianca Belair, she's headline at WrestleMania. Oba Femi's a young guy out of college that's doing big things in NXT. I'm just trying to figure out what he's talking about.
Booker continued by saying that he has been with WWE for over 20 years and he hasn't had any problems with the promotion. He further said that Swerve might still be upset over the fact that he wasn't pushed strong during his run in WWE. Things got more heated when Swerve did an interview with DJ Vlad and brought up Booker's comments about how Booker believed he was treated fairly in WWE for almost 20 years. Swerve was quick to point out that he didn't agree with Booker's comments, as he brought up the infamous segment between John Cena and Vince McMahon from 2005. If you didn't know this already, Vince McMahon had a segment with John Cena at the 2005 Survivor Series. Vince didn't hesitate in calling Cena the N-word, and Booker was also seen in that same segment. Even back then, it was a stupid and unnecessary segment. Swerve stated that the entire thing proved that Booker wasn't treated fairly.
That's not what happened when Vince said the N-word in front of you. That's not being treated fair.
Booker responded by saying that he met Swerve at an event in Richmond, Virginia, and he let Swerve know that he was disappointed with what Swerve said in that interview with DJ Vlad.
But I told Swerve Strickland to his face how disappointed I am in him as a young brother, because all I did for Swerve Strickland ever was put him over and put him on a pedestal as being one of the best out there that ever did it. He deserved being the AEW champion. And for him to say something like that about me, I don't know if these guys think racism stopped in 1990 when I got in the business, but it didn't.
Booker even took shots at DJ Vlad. Booker said that he was offered to be on Vlad TV, but he turned it down as he thought he would have been exploited into saying something negative about someone. Booker even called out Swerve for agreeing to be on Vlad TV, claiming that Vlad is known for pitting black men against each other. The entire drama between Swerve and Booker was far from over, as after losing to Jon Moxley in the main event of AEW Dynasty, Swerve cut a promo after the show went off the air and talked about how representation is important to him. When I talk about representation, I mean it every single fucking time I speak on it. This kid right here that you supported for these last 12-13 years in 1 year headlined 5 main event pay-per-views. I don't just speak about representation, I go out there and prove the fucking thing. Swerve ended the promo by saying, "Fuck Booker T." Now, was this necessary? Absolutely not. The main event of Dynasty got severe backlash from fans online, and Swerve ending the show by mentioning Booker T in a promo further shows that AEW's priorities aren't where they need to be. Do I get why Swerve mentioned Booker in that promo? Yes, but it shouldn't have happened on a pay-per-view even if the show was off the air. Booker responded by saying that Swerve made a mistake by mentioning his name at the end of the show, as that was going to be the only things the fans were going to talk about after the show.
But I'm going to give Swerve Strickland a little bit of advice, just a little bit. And that advice would be, don't be talking about something other than the pay-per-view at the end of the night. You know what I mean? That's the main event. That's the last thing people are going to remember. Last thing people remember is me, Booker T, my name being said.
The entire drama between Booker and Swerve feels so weird, and I do think it's far from over. Swerve is one of the best in the world, and Booker is a legend in his own right, so it's hard to pick a side in this scenario. I get both men's point of views, but at the end of the day, everyone should appreciate the fact that black superstars are getting more love and TV time than ever before. Also, you shouldn't burn your bridges. You never know what's going to happen to AEW. It may be only a matter of time before Swerve comes knocking on WWE's door. There you have it, my friends. What do you think about the entire drama? Let us know in the comments below, and you might also want to check out our other awesome videos on the channel. Make sure to subscribe to JRSlobberKnocker for more.